Right, so I thought we'd do a little demonstration with the aim of it being useful to somebody who's done some basket making classes and is maybe now looking for some ideas about what to do. Now when I thought of this idea, the next problem is, well, what to make? I'm not sure if I've chosen the right project, but I thought I would may as well give making the potato basket a go. So it's just the traditional oval potato picker, very kind of utilitarian basket. The other reason why I thought this would be good, because when young basket makers were beginning to learn their craft, the potato pickers, not necessarily the oval one, but a potato basket was usually some of the first projects they would do on their training. So yeah, that's why I've picked this one. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Haven't done anything like this before, so it's a bit of something new for me. So yeah, so start by making the base. So the base of the potato basket is 14 inches long, and unusually a 14-inch base is normally 9 inches wide, but for some reason the potato basket is 14 by 10. Okay, so 14 long, we'll start with marking the plank. And normally with a 14 by 9 base you would just divide this up into quarters, but because it's slightly longer, I'll still get to put my half in. I'm now going to mark it at 4 and back to 7, and then I'm going to mark it at 10. Okay, so that's just slightly a half inch nearer the centre than divided up into quarters. I'll draw a line down just so hopefully you can see that on what I'm doing. And so to start the base, we need 4 long ones, 6 little short ones, and a long stick. The long stick needs to be much longer than the 14 inches, so it's hanging over a bit. So first thing, we're going to lay 2 down, and you'll notice that the butts are to the right. Okay, I'm going to put my long stick in. And again, with these butts you want them hanging slightly over, at least 2 inches over, but that mark. Okay, now I'll put in my short sticks. Now, of these 3 I've got down here, the one in the middle stays underneath, and the 2 either side are on top of these short sticks. Now you might well ask, is it to the right of this mark was made in the plank? Is it to the left of that mark in the plank? Just cover the mark. That's the answer. To the middle. So we're weaving these, and the middle one now comes up on top. Yep. Just getting these into place we want. And the last 2, top and tail them of course, even again, so the middle one is back to the bottom. Okay, that might just maybe. Right, I'm moving around because I think this might be more sensible. So, you've got your 2 going that way, butts to the right, and then we put in the middle long stick. Okay, now top and tail, put 2 in there. The middle of the 3 is to the bottom. Careful, I'll lift these up. and then the last one in there. Okay. Just want to make sure the long ones are actually weaving round the short ones and not the other way about. Okay, so the ones on top here, butts to the left, pull those up, weaving that in, and then this one, so, now, legs in the way, so you'll see round there of these ones here, the ones nearest the centre coming up over the free, sticking it that way, round there, all the way along into that one come up and over, so the next one in is going under, then up and over, round like that. Okay, so see the three there, and the one of these weavers is coming next, the one that's nearest them first, come up, over, and under there. Then the next one, and turn, the next one that's nearest the centre coming down, up, over and round. Okay, back to here. Want each of these to wrap round twice. This is not pairing, all we're doing is rounding round with them. Up, over, and under, up, over, and round. This will be the underside of the basket. Now we're starting to open out the end. There's, just to be complicated, there's going to be 3 weaves going on here. We're going to be rounding just as we've been doing in the sides. Then from, say, your can we call that 12 o'clock? Then 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock will be pairing. Then 3 o'clock, that's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock will be reverse pairing. And then we're back in the sides, these lengths, and it's just ordinary rounding again. So, pairing first, make your pair, you pair around this one. Left across, behind to the front. And the one that's trailing across, behind to the front. Now, this one, start the reverse pairing. We are going to take the one that's trailing behind and leave it. And the next one that's trailing, take it behind and leave it. Now you can see that one is at the back of the queue. It's coming in front, behind, and leave it. Last one, the reverse pairing, coming in front, behind, and leave it. Now just look at the ones you've got here, and the ones nearest the centre of your base, bring up, just weave it up, which is actually the last one you touched with your reverse pairing. So, over, under. This one is over, under, over. So, keep that going. You have to do your weaves on this side, and it's the ones you haven't done that with yet, and these are the thicker of this floor and the ones nearest the centre of the base. So, doing the pairing. Pairing. Then we're reverse pairing, the one trailing goes behind, Next one goes behind. The one that's trailing goes in front, behind. And the next one trailing in front, behind. Bring it round here. Just rounding that. Now when you weave these bases, that one there and the one underfoot here, they always tend to want to droop down and you end up with a twisted base. So as we're weaving, we're always wanting to be pulling those two up in particular. So pairing, pairing, reverse pairing, then just on these ones going like this, all we're doing is rounding it. Last working these ones out, it's going to be pairing, pairing, reverse pairing, reverse pairing, pairs going that way, and then just bring up the one that wants to round and turn. We know it's not that one because if we were to do that one, the two would run the same way. We know that's wrong. So the one nearest the base, bring it up and rounding it. Keep pulling that one up. Oh god, we're way off the... Right, anyway. So, joining in. The good news is we're finished with the pairing, reverse pairing and all the rest of it. Now it's just ordinary pairing. These tips will just get in the way, so I'm going to chop them off. Okay, so now starting with butts, and then the good thing about that is it'll make the inside of your basket nice and smooth. So join in the one in the right first and then the one in the left. That pairing. The reason why you do that is if you were to join the one on the left and then the one on the right, and then you were to start to weave, they would just come off. It would be really annoying. You're weaving here while it's unraveling there. So, one on the right, one on the left, and then just ordinary pairing all the way around. Keep that one coming up. You can see that it wants to drip down. A bit short there. That'll be all right, that'll do. Joining in our two rods. I started there last time, so now I get to start there. Remember, it's the one on the right first, then the one on the left. These tops are just getting tangled. started there last time, so go back to where the first place started. Going around here. These are 6 foot I'm using. Keep those ones coming up, especially that one. Check 13 and a half. I'm just going to take the tips back round to there. So remember the base is 16 by 10, we're trying to get it. I would normally work in the plank below, but I'm trying to raise it up so I'm in view. Right, now this should be the last set. Normally it's 3 sets of 2 on that side and 3 sets of 2 on that side. So 15 and a half by 9 and a half. So one more round. Should add on all the weight. God, I was a bit short with that one. Just done it. You can see why I said have them at least 2 inches lower. Right. There's that there. Pull that through. And there we are. We'll trim it up neatly once we've got it staked up, but those tops are just going to annoy me. Okay, so what are we? We are 14 by 10. Fine. Once we trim those up, it'll sit nice. It's those things that are keeping it up. Now there is a way to stake up this basket. Just 27 stakes. So, starting here, we need 2 in there actually. It's very useful if you just wet the ends a little bit, it just makes them slide in easier. So, from this side, 2 in there. Then this one, 1. 2, 2, 1, 2, and this one just before, just 1. I'll show you, I'll point it to the camera so you can see. A different colour on the left there because that's going into the handle bowl. It's the same, 2, 1, 2, and then on this side we had 1 on that side, we'll get 2 on this side. And that gives you the odd one for the saloon. It's an extra 1 in. Okay, so that's the stake arrangement. One, 2 there, and it's 1 in each of the sort of corners, and then it's 2, well, you can see it yourself, hopefully. So trim it all up. Okay, now with the knife, pointing the knife, just as we quick turn and pull them up. I actually broke the tip off my knife, so I'm just pretending it's a tip. I really must sharpen that up. Okay, so on the plank, sitting not too badly. So I'm not standing right on top of it, just holding it on the edge there. And if we go around it, I'll try and straighten them as we go. Now you want to get the shape of your basket going right from the start. So you need a nice big hoop. It'll start the stakes flowing in the way you want them in your finished work. Okay, and then just wrapping some of these around here just to stop the hoop from flying off. That'll still happen anyway. Right, good.